Basketball.
C.S. Lewis's most popular work, The Chronicles of Narnia, but you may not know that the Christian author actually began his life as an atheist. His life does tell a story, though, of character and devotion in both his fiction and nonfiction works. As a teen, Lewis became interested in northernness, which was the idea of Norse mythology. He was fascinated by Greek and Roman mythology and the gods, Norse songs, and pagan rituals. And it led him to see his childhood religion as more of a chore and a duty than something interesting that he wanted to participate in. So at the age of 15, he declared himself an atheist. And later in life, he befriended J.R.R. Tolkien, the Lord of the Rings author, who was a devout Christian. The two became good friends, and they would talk late into the night about Christianity and faith and religion. And it was Tolkien who put the idea in Lewis's head that he might want to convert back to Christianity. In his autobiography, Surprised by Joy, Lewis says that on a trip to the zoo with his brother, they set out to the zoo, and I did not believe in Jesus. I did not believe he was the Son of God. But when we left the zoo, I did. This shows that Lewis had a character that would allow him to experience other ideas and really think about things and mull them over before he made a decision. But at the end of that trip and through his friendship with Tolkien, he converted back to Christianity. He was also a devout friend and befriended in World War II a fellow officer named Patty Moore. The two became so close that they decided that should something happen to either of them, the one who survived would go home and take care of the other's family. When Lewis returned back to England, he moved in with Patty's sister and mother and cared for them. He struck up a close friendship with Patty's mother, Jane, and the two remained acquaintances for the rest of Jane's life. He even visited her every day until her death in 1951. His other close friends were his inkwells, a group of men in the literary field, Tolkien included, who met to discuss their literary works and other events going on in society. Wikipedia says that Lewis is quoted as saying, "There's no sound I like better than that of my adult male friend's laughter." So they would all meet to discuss their literary works. He was a very good friend. Lewis was also devoted to his family. He met a woman named Joy Greshman, who had previously been of the Jewish faith and converted to Christianity because of his works. Joy was a widow, and she was about to be basically deported back to the United States with her young son. But to help them stay in the UK, Lewis married her in a civil marriage. Later in their relationship, Joy developed a severe piece of bone cancer. And after caring for her, the two decided to have a Christian marriage, and they were married at her hospital bedside. She did recover somewhat, and they were able to take a trip to Greece. And shortly after returning from Greece, though, her condition worsened and she passed away. That trip to Greece was the only time other than World War II when Lewis crossed the English Channel. Lewis himself died on November 22nd, 1963, which interestingly enough was completely overshadowed by the fact that that was the same day as the JFK assassination here in Dallas. Lewis is quoted as saying in an article called God's Storyteller that faith is not easy. He says, "What have you been saved for? You have to become something special, something greater." This challenge led 4 kids through the wardrobe into Narnia, and it also inspired over a century of readers. So